Welcome to Lost Girl Therapy. Let's talk about disorganized attachment when it comes to dating. So, with disorganized, what we tend to see is two kind of like paths or habits with dating. Path number one is I feel more attracted to individuals who are familiar to me, who I've known for a really long time, who my nervous system feels comfortable around just by the nature of the fact that they have been around so often. That can be family friends, that can be old friends, that can be people who you just see constantly. Your nervous system gets used to them. The attachment says, oh, I actually feel a little bit safer around you. I'm attracted to you. This side of the equation is strangers. Now, this approach tends to be much more impulsive, I'll say, in the sense that very often with disorganized, if you're anxiously attached, this is where we see like we're jumping towards avoidant. That is that really intense feeling of like, I care about this person so much and they're a virtual stranger. I don't know anything about them, but I feel deeply connected to them and everything is going swimmingly. Now, the way that I describe this path is I am choosing someone that I don't really know and I'm betting on them and hoping that it's going to work out so that I receive external validation from my friends that I have done something really cool and brilliant, etc. When we go for like the family friend scenario, or the person who you've like known for forever, or the human who's like always kind of sort of been around where you suddenly have an interest in them, this is where the way that I describe it is we're seeking much more like parental validation. So in this space, it is like I have chosen someone that traditionally my family knows, everybody is really familiar with. They've already been approved on a deeper level. So if I choose them and if they choose me, I am going to receive parental validation that my choice is good. In both of these scenarios, we are seeking external validation. What we're not doing is we are not asking ourselves what would feel right and best for us. When we choose the like family association side, we're choosing someone who our parents are going to support or like. And when we're going for the riskier side or like the stranger side, we are going for someone that our friends are going to like the story of. What we're not doing is we're not going inside and saying, who am I seeking and what feels most aligned for me? We are not taking the time to ask ourselves, what would actually validate my own feelings? How do I learn what I am seeking from a human being? And the only way that I learn that is if I learn how to not search externally and instead turn inward to figure out who I am looking for and what I need. This space is really uncomfortable. It's really like, ugh. It's kind of just like gives you like skin crawly feeling, especially if you're disorganized, because it's not anxious or avoidant. It's that middle ground of unfamiliar stability. And when we're in this space, we're forced to reckon with ourselves. We're forced to look at who are we becoming, and what are we seeking in partnership? And because we don't spend a lot of time in this space, we don't have clear-cut answers. But if you're somebody who is disorganized, look at the two styles of dating and then find the middle gap. It's not going to be middle ground yet. It's going to be this middle gap where there's not a lot of information, and then turn inward and say, if I had to choose or describe a partner or identify a version of life that I want to live, how would I do it so that the only person that I am pleasing, the only person whose expectations that I am meeting is my own?